Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Today what we're going to do is decorate my catch-all planner for the week of May 19th. Now this is the parenting layout. I don't have kids. I use this planner as my catch-all. For this week we're going to use the Bloom and Glow sticker book from the Happy Planner spring release. So let's go ahead and get started with this week. Now, I am still working on how I like to decorate. I know how I like to use this layout, and I've been using it really well, but I'm still working on how I like to decorate it and practice decorating it. What I know for my catch-all next week is that I don't really have any appointments or anything like that, but I do want to make sure that each day I have a space to write down a self-care activity. That's the main thing I want to make sure I have in each day. And then over here, I like to keep the section headers. I kind of like to keep them the same. If I put a label on them, I'm just going to rename them the same thing. So I might put a label, I might not, but they're going to stay the same because it has been working really well for me. Sometimes I do change up notes because you can make that be anything. But other than that, that's all I know coming into this, guys. I am learning as I go with this one. I do know out of this book, I want to use the set that has this nice foil on it. So that's where I'm going to get started. And I'm actually going to start with a quote. Down here, I am going to use this Bloom and Glow. So I'm going to highlight. I'm going to white out that favorite quote or whatever. That's the one thing out of this planner that I probably will never use. The space is just too small for me to write in it. Maybe somebody else can, but not me. So I really like that. I am going to use one of these stickers on this side, but I need to put, or I want to put a quote or something to cover up notes. And I saw some quotes in here, like something like this: trust in the seeds you are planting, treat yourself like someone you love, life is good when you're having fun. There are a ton of these quotes all over. I do like the blue one. I saw a bunch of them back here though, like back here. So I'm gonna use it in conjunction with one of these florals, with this floral. So we have pink, blues, and greens. So I think I like this one, but this one doesn't say anything. So I think full of heart. Choose kindness always. I think I'm going to go with full of heart. And I'm just going to use it to add a title to what used to be the note section. And I'll use this note section for various things. It could be just keeping track of something I want to do. It could be gratitude. I think probably gratitude, because that's something I need to work on. I love this flower. It actually has that greenish foil on it, and I am going to put this in the center right above my quote. I'm not going to be concerned. I think I might cut it just a little bit, see if that will make it sit flat. I'm not going to be concerned that the days of the week, okay, it's not going to sit the way I want it to, so that's okay. I will just put it up here anyway. That the days of the week are going to be covered up. That does not bother me. So I really like this. Let me point something out. I noticed in this planner, I'm getting a lot of bleed through on my highlighters when I never really used to get bleed through in Happy Planner planners on the highlighters that I use. I don't, and my highlighters haven't changed, but every week I've had some bleed through. And so that's slightly annoying. I don't really know what's going on, but you know, we will see. We'll see if it's just the planner paper, or if, I don't know. But if this planner paper doesn't feel thinner, I don't know. It's just showing a lot of bleed through. Anyway, I'm just bringing that up. It's not enough to stop me from using this planner, but just wanted to bring it up. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is find something over here. But I do want to maintain most of my to-do list. So this is going to need to be something that is fairly small, because like I said, I really do need to maintain as much of my to-do list as possible. I think what I'm going to put is like a daisy trail of these flowers here. This pink one is kind of big, I think. Okay, I'm okay taking up that much of the to-do list, but no more than that. So, I think that looks good. Let me go ahead and trim this. Hopefully can find a spot to use these scraps. Hope I can remember to use the scraps. These scissors, I've cleaned these scissors a couple of times in the past week. Well, what's going on with that? So, okay, we have this set up. Now what I want to do, I think that looks good. And like I said, I like to maintain this the way it is, truthfully. I am going to come in and put a couple of boxes over here. I'm not going to put the biggest box, but I am going to probably use this pink to bring in some of the pink and layer a box over that pink. So I'm going to take one of these monthly boxes probably. I'm just looking to see if I have any boxes with some foil that are not monthlies. Right, I have the plan, but it's not. I think I'll put that maybe on the other side. Right now, ooh, I love the note to self. It's kind of big. I don't want you to take up the whole box. I don't want the box I'm going to use over here to take up the entire box. Otherwise, I would use that. So I want something just a little bit smaller. So I'll probably use a couple of these monthly boxes, because I don't see anything else that's really gonna make that work. These all have to-dos on them. So you know what? Why don't I mix this up with some green and some light blue over here. Right, because what I'm trying to do is make a little bit of a cluster, and using this as a background. I think I like this one, so pulling it up just a little bit over here, and then putting it over just a little bit right here. Okay, I love that. And now I can come in and find another one of those little quotes. Maybe something a little bit smaller to go right here. If I have a quote in a small box. These are all kind of longer. Priority, celebrate, take note. I don't need any of those. Remember, urgent, important. Those are great labels, but I don't need those. Okay, today will be great. Stay true to you. I think I might use the one day at a time or either stay true to you because I don't see a smaller quote. All right, so we are going to do the one day at a time because I like bringing in this blue. So we're going to use it right here. And we just have a little bit of a cluster. And that looks really good. I like that. I am going to come over here and put some of the foiled bullet points, if I can find them. Next to each label, and I'm going to try that instead of relabeling them this week and see how that works out. So just right here, right? Because I do want to highlight them. I just don't want to relabel these because I like them. They have been working for me. I mean, I could relabel home chores because I don't do chores. I have tasks, but not chores. But if I just relabel one, then it throws everything off. So we'll see how that works. Okay, this is looking good. What I want to do now is come in and put some of my additional boxes in the weekly sections. Keeping in mind that I said I wanted to make sure that I have some type of self-care activity. It doesn't have, I know I said every day. It doesn't have to be every day, but it definitely needs to be most days in here. So I'm going to take 3 of these small to-do boxes and I'm going to put these throughout. So I feel like I'm mixing up my foiled color, but that's okay. Next week I should try to do something Monday 100%. I'm going to do pink. I usually aim for Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. But those are kind of like my gym days. So that's what I'm going to focus on. That's what I'm going to put. Those are my self-care days. And then, like I said, honestly, those are the main things that I want to keep track of next week because I just don't have a lot of appointments, but I probably do have a lot of to-dos. So I am going to go ahead and use one of these quote stickers. I'm probably going to use it, let's see, yeah, I think Thursday is a good day to use it. Fits nicely, love that. And then I do want to use a really nice box. I think I'm going to go with the green, no foil this time. And I'm going to do Monday and Tuesday, a double box up here. Pull it down just a little bit. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Using a double box for Monday and Tuesday will allow me to make a really nice to-do list for the beginning of the week, which is something I always need. And then I'm going to come in and do a header for Wednesday, I believe. So I'm just going to take this pink flag so that I can do a header for Wednesday. And I think I'm going to add a little birdie on Wednesday as well. So what we're going to do is make a little bit of a cluster in here, right? So I purposely have that touching. I am going to put this bird right here So cute. Love it. With a few of these flowers just kind of spread out. Right here. I love that. And then down here we need a couple of things. Saturday and Sunday, I definitely am going to need to put, I think I'm going to put maybe some circles. I haven't used any circles at all. So I have used this little flag. So I think I'm going to bring in the noted flag to put on Saturday and Sunday. But I'm not going to do blue because I have a blue already there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the orange here. And then something for Saturday. So let's see where I want to put this. Putting it right in the middle. I'm liking like covering up 2 days. I could have put this completely on Sunday. It would have fit. But since it's the weekend, I like the concept of covering up 2 days. So I think I am going to go ahead and put another box. What will happen if I put this Get It Done right here? So kind of have, oh, I like that. I probably would have preferred, let's see if I can pull this one up. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to put it back down, but this time it's going to end up going over the Get It Done instead of under it. Probably didn't have to pull up the whole sticker, but oh well. Okay, I like that a little bit better. Okay, this is looking really good, you guys. I am going to probably leave this. I think this looks great. Let me see if there's just something I can put over here. I don't like to cover up my due dates though. That's the thing. So I think if I find just one more of those long quotes, that'll be enough. And I like this Stay Strong with the blue. And that way I can have something over here and don't really cover up my due dates. But I still have a little bit of decor. And a motivational quote. And then one up here to balance it out. I'm going to do the green, enjoy the moment. Okay. To cover up this 2026, because I had to redate this planner, so that's why that says 2026, but this is clearly for 2025. All right, this looks good. I'm still struggling a little. It's not even really a struggle. I just like to leave this the way it is. I do think that I am going to come in maybe with some pink and green. I'm a little scared, honestly. I may not do that. Come in with some pink and green and do some highlights. Let me just see. I'm just testing my highlighters to see if I have anything that would work with the colors that I have. And I'm not going to force it. If I don't have anything to work with it, I won't. The pink is pretty. What about blue? That blue's kind of dark, but it would work. I feel like that's going to mess it up. I feel like that's going to mess up this spread if I do the highlighting, but you know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to see how it works, and if it messes it up, it just messes it up, and that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and highlight the top 5. and we're gonna highlight the to buy. Okay, okay, the pink isn't bad. The pink isn't bad. So now we're gonna go with the blue, and we're gonna do home chores. The blue isn't bad, and we're gonna do due dates. All right, that actually added the pop that I was looking for. So it looks great. I don't know why I put that marker up, because I do need to come in and label, put some highlight in for Friday. This is like my box label. I'm using that instead of a box. So I'm gonna do the same thing up here for Thursday, except this is a broader tip, so I don't have to use two. And then I believe I want to do the same thing on Sunday. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good on Sunday. Okay, guys, this looks amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am so pleased. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at decorating this parenting layout, because this is probably, in my opinion, the best one I've done so far. And this is about my 4th one. I am super excited to use the planner for this week. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a happy week planning. Thanks.